at 26,000 crores of balance sheet today, and profits have also grown quite well.
Some light on the issues and prospects of the infrastructure sector. The country as a whole has been expecting a lot from the infrastructure sector. Now we are from the 11th to the 12th 5-year plan, and now we are talking about $1 trillion of investments. But where is the money?
Where is the money? Okay. That's definitely a challenge in front of the entire country, right? The assessment has been that you need to get external capital of anywhere up to about $300 billion out of the $1 trillion. That is what is required to be developed. That's the assessment based on the demands for capital and also as compared to the savings rate that we have, which is where I think we need to get our Reform Act together and make sure that we welcome and we create a conducive environment for capital to flow in. But sheer opportunity, I don't see any of those being in doubt, really, right? We all know that we need infrastructure, and there are people who can construct and build infrastructure. It's just that putting them together and making sure it works. If you ask me, out of $300 billion, I think a large part of it will come in if we get our regulations right and the government right, and all of us have a part to play in getting the government right, definitely. It's frustrating to see rupee depreciating from 50 to 57 in a matter of 4 months, and on top of it, you just see that the last reported current account deficit was about $13 billion, 13 or 14 billion dollars, right? And you can imagine the true Indians who are working in abroad, they remit about $2 to $3 billion in a month, right? And if you look at the invisibles import that's coming in, that will be about $4 to $5 billion in a year, be it contributed by Infosys and TCS and so many others. So why should rupee depreciate so aggressively? It defeats you. And over the last 9 months, or the last 5 months, the FI has invested $8 billion. It's perplexing as to why rupee should depreciate. And during the same time, gold prices have dropped by about $150 for a pound, and you have got oil prices dropping from 115, 120 to around $90. Why should rupee depreciate? I'm not able to understand. It's just the sheer lack of confidence in the economy today.
Yeah. So your topic is about new opportunities, and it's not mostly net-based your topic. Could you highlight on the threats available in the area? If we go for net, there is a
Threats.
threats.
Why will you not grow?
Why do we do that? These are not basically precautions that one should take when you get into this kind.
See, one of the threats that you will see going forward is the way the banking network will emerge, right? The banks are the natural, the naturally enabled set of intermediaries in this country. For the simple reason they have the accounts of every transaction happens through the bank, and the banks end up seeing the flows, and how the flows are happening also they can see potentially. So if the banks do expand into thanks to some significant prodding by the government and Reserve Bank of India, and enabled by technology again, right? We have heard about banks setting up a one-man branch in villages, right? So that's going to be one of the biggest threats to you, right? But the banks move very slowly. You have an opportunity there in building the client loyalty and helping them really be making a difference to them. That's what will be. I see banks as the biggest threat to you. There is nothing wrong, right? See, an account holder in a bank is a natural client, right? The distribution need not be independent of the relationship manager. There's no need for it. Sorry, they do it, yes, because there are specialists who can advise, right? That's the reason, right? The bank is entitled to provide the advisory. They are not compelling them. The client can decide still, but what to do? If my doctors say I take the discipline as if it is a... It's true. That's true. It's difficult to distinguish between compulsion, right? Because people do have what I would say that you still have a choice to make, right? One of the reasons why SEBI gets upset with many of the intermediaries is also that you do not provide proper advice to them. It's applicable to banks also, definitely, right? Shall we? Thank you very much for listening to me, and hopefully I was very different for
you to accept a small token of appreciation. Yes, definitely. Please join me in applauding Mr. Sivaraman for his wonderful address. Please come. Sangeeta. We've had a wonderful session listening to all these eminent speakers. We'll be now breaking before resuming once again at 7 to hear our keynote speaker for the evening, Mr. Chetan Bhagat. I would request all of you to be back in the seminar hall before 7. Thank you.